Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jelly. Basically, you start out with massive amounts of data. You say, how are we going to analyze this? Well, let's fire up a pivot table and see if we can solve this problem.
Hey, all right, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jellin. Got a great question today. Before we get to that, though, just want to point out, tax day coming up, April 15th. The amazing thing, especially when you do seminars for people who work in accounting, the day after tax day begins seminar season. So I have a couple of upcoming seminars. April 16th in the afternoon, Springfield, Illinois. April 17th, Louisville, Kentucky. And then the next week, April 22nd, Springfield, Missouri. And then up to a place where I've never been before, Sioux Falls, South Dakota on Friday, April 24th. If you're in any of those places, love to have you stop by and check out the seminar and, make sure to mention that you watch the podcast. And then the next week, the big event, the 3-day boot camp, Power Analyst Boot Camp with Mike Alexander. Mike is the co-author with the Pivot Table Data Crunching book. Mike and I do a 3-day seminar. That'll be April 28th, 29th, and 30th in Chicago, going back to Chicago. So if you're interested in any of those, would love to have you stop by. All right, now today's question, this is a call from a former coworker of mine, Don. Don's now in Europe, and Don called and he said, hey, I have some numbers here. And the thing that's driving me crazy, there's a formula that's adding up those numbers, and I need to make a note next to the numbers. Don says, I don't like cell comments. The cell comment isn't, you have to do stuff to get it to appear, and it doesn't appear in the cell. I just want to put a word to the left of the 3540 there, maybe like approved or something like that. But when I try and actually type the word and then a space and the number, well, that's not a number anymore. So my formula doesn't work. Okay, so I have two solutions to this, and I ran both of them past Don. Don's saying, boy, I'd really like to just get over there and say, how can I put a word in but not have it screw up the number? I said, well, there's a great trick. Let's select that cell. We're going to press Control-1 to get to Format Cells. And initially it's set to General, but I want to click on Custom and get rid of the word General. So choose those words, press Delete or the backspace or something like that. And then whatever word you want to put that in quotes, double quotes. So double quote, maybe the word approved, space, the closing quote, and then something to put a number format in there, like a 0 would work, or if you want to be more specific, pound, comma, pound, pound, 0. Will work. Click OK, and you see that now we have a couple of things. First of all, there's a number here, 3540. The word approved appears next to the number, but it is not part of the cell at all. We could change the number, so let me type 9999 there. You see that now appears in the cell. It does change the total, so it's still being treated like a number. And I said to Don, if you happen to have to put the same comment next to several cells, it's going to be very easy to do because we can take that first cell, double-click the Format Painter, and then paint that word into other cells. I thought this was a beautiful idea, but of course, I could tell by Don's voice that he wasn't impressed. So this is one way to do it. Tomorrow we'll take a look at another way to solve this problem. I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.